Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another Fool's Gold review. And in this Fool's Gold, what have we got being reviewed? Some Joshua Williamson this time, surprisingly. Not some Brian Michael Bendis, but you know what, I have been enjoying Joshua Williamson in the Robin run, but that's not to say that he can't have something that's in the Fool's Gold. And of course, that is Future State Gotham. Why? Because it's still a part of the Future State scenario in regards to the storytelling. So, first things first, how I do my rating of the system. Cover, art, and story. Of course, they are rated out of 10, and how much I believe the story is worth. And that goes for all. Of course, there'll be a total for the artist as well as the writer. And seeing that I paid $3.99 for this, $3.99 converted in Australian dollars being $7.15. And starting off with first things first, seeing that we've got to work on the cover and its rating and how much I believe it's worth. Well, does this cover in any way connect in any way, shape or form to something that happens inside the story? Sure enough, it does, and this is why I gave it a 7 out of 10, and I do believe it's worth $1.50. Because as you can see here, we've got something in the background there happening in Gotham. We of course got Red Hood, who is now called Peacekeeper Red in this. And last but not least, we've got the fake Batman being arrested. Tim Jace Fox. Personally, I hope DC Comics kills him off, because this character sucks. I'm being bluntly honest here. And I also don't like the writer that's on him. Well, I don't like how the writer is writing Tim Jace Fox in the I Am Batman run. Even though I'm not collecting it, I just don't like his storytelling. If you want to pick up something in regards to John Ridley, go to his original stuff, not to this stuff. He's not made out for comics. So, jumping into the next thing, the internal art for rating. I'll now show you some art around the beginning, middle and the end. And starting off with the art around the beginning, and as you can see here, we've got the character of Warmonger. And we've got the fake Batman up against Jason Todd. Personally, I think Jason Todd would probably do a better Batman than the fake Batman here. Even though his ways would be a little bit more disastrous, at least he'd still get the job done. Now to move to some art around the middle. And in this we have the appearance of Astrid Arkham and her knights, which is really nice to see the character return. And last but not least, let's move towards the end. And now we finally move to where the terrorist, Tim Jace Fox, has been arrested. Because he's pretending to be Batman. The fraud he is. So for the art, I gave it a rating of 6 out of 10, to which I believe it is worth $1.25. For the story, there are of course some things that I enjoy seeing in my stories. Starting off with first things first, were there any comic references in relation to this story? And surprisingly, there was. I didn't expect to see any, but there was. And the reference we got was Future State, Dark Detective. And of course, a reference to pick up the next issue because something's happening in the next issue. Did we get any indication of time? No, we didn't, but you know what? This story did slightly improve a bit. In relation to location, we got the Magistrate HQ, and one of the locations, which is like connected to a TV station, is Channel 52 News. The next thing we have is the cast of characters. Now, the cast of characters was made up of White Rabbit, Mad Hatter, which I didn't get to show you at the beginning. If anything, they were on the first page, not the page I showed you. We also had Red Hood, Nightwing. We also had the Cybers. Even Zaz was in the cast of characters. Clayface, Astrid Arkham, the fake Batman, of course, the one you see on the cover. Duke Thomas made an appearance throughout the story. Even the backstory wasn't too bad. It was very interesting, but I'm not reviewing the backstory, I'm reviewing this story. We also had the appearance of Bluebird, Oracle, and last but not least, Punchline. Now for this, how did I rate the story? Well, if it wasn't for those comic references, the story rating would probably be a little bit lower, but I also enjoyed how much effort was put in regards to the cast of characters. To which I gave this story a 7 out of 10, to which I believe it's worth $1.50, giving an overall total of $4.25. Now, that's the same amount the last one got, even though I forgot to address it in the video. To which I give it, to which I want to give a big thanks to Joshua Williamson in this. Until then, please don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Have yourself an awesome day, and let's keep it colourful.